Good evening, everyone. Meteorologist Carmelo Lattuca in the 1011 Now streaming studio. We're going to talk about the temperatures that we saw so far today, climbing in well into the 90s here in the capital city. We could also see some showers and thunderstorms out to the west tonight and into central and eastern Nebraska as we head into Sunday afternoon and evening, some of which could be severe. But as always, we're going to start off with our Lincoln Weather Almanac. High temperature today, 95 degrees. That is 14 degrees above average and 7 degrees from the record high of 102 degrees set back in 1931. Low temperature today, 64 degrees. The average low, 56, nowhere near the record low of 34 degrees. Now, as we move on to our precipitation almanac, we didn't see any rain today, likely not going to see any rain for the rest of this evening, so we're still running just under an inch above normal for the month of September, but nearly 3 inches below normal for the year overall. However, we are expecting precipitation as we head into Sunday and as we head into, excuse me, just one second. Wanted to change that headline there. There we are. Isolated severe storms possible tonight and into the day on Sunday. But yes, we could see some precipitation as we head into tomorrow and as we head into Tuesday through Thursday, 40 to 60% chance for rain overall. Moving on to our low temperatures, though, we saw 60s for the most part in central and eastern Nebraska. Did only get down to 71 degrees in Columbus and as cool as 54 degrees out in Scottsbluff. And as we take a look out of our Skyview cams, we're seeing a little bit of cloud cover out there right now. Not much in terms of precipitation at this time, though there are showers and thunderstorms to the west, and we'll get to those in just a moment. Temperature at the airport right now is 81 degrees. It's still 86 degrees here at the studio. Winds are out of the south, though, at 10 miles per hour, and dew points are in the 60s. Temperatures across town range anywhere from 81 degrees on the cool end to up to 86 degrees still in the central and northern parts of the city. But temperatures across the state range anywhere from 66 degrees in Alliance, still up to 87 degrees out in Omaha, 70s and 80s in central and eastern locations. Compared to the last 24 hours, we're running about 5, 10, 15 degrees cooler in western areas, pretty similar to this time yesterday in eastern locations, but dew points range anywhere from the 40s, 50s, and 60s, so not terribly humid out there, but we do have some mugginess in the air, and that will likely continue at least for the next few days. Now, the wind speed and direction, generally out of the south at 5 to 15 miles per hour. Alliance, though, seeing a sustained wind at 33 miles per hour and a wind gust up to 41 miles per hour, while Imperial is seeing a 22 mile per hour wind gust. For the most part, though, not too breezy across the state at this time. For satellite and radar, we're starting to see some rain in northeastern Colorado begin to exit and enter the western panhandle, as well as locations in western Nebraska, just to the west of North Platte. We're also seeing showers and thunderstorms north of North Platte and south and west of Ainsworth, but we'll see a greater coverage and expansion as we head into this evening, and especially into the overnight hours. Not a lot going on right now in terms of weather alerts. We have some severe thunderstorm warnings in New Mexico, some flooding going on in Texas, but fairly active across the central and southern plains and into the mountain regions. But as we take a look at our weather alerts across the area, again, nothing too crazy. Some flood watches to our southwest, but overall pretty quiet across the state of Nebraska. We could see some isolated severe thunderstorms, though, as we head into the rest of this evening. Northeastern Colorado, western and into northern Nebraska, as well as into South Dakota. Moving into our Sunday, greater expansion across central and eastern Nebraska. We could see some damaging winds, large hail, maybe even some heavy rainfall. No severe weather expected Monday. Now, playing out Skycast for the rest of tonight, showers and storms expand out to the west. Those will move to the east as we head into Sunday morning and into Sunday afternoon. But late Sunday afternoon into Sunday evening, we'll see showers and storms form in a line in central Nebraska, and they will move slowly off to the east. But we should be pretty quiet by Monday morning, and much of our Monday expected to be quiet. Only a 20% chance of rain and mostly sunny skies. Could see some flash flooding out there, especially in western Nebraska, southwestern Nebraska. Low risk for that. That risk will shift into central Nebraska as we head into Sunday. Doesn't include us here in Lincoln. No flash flooding expected on Monday. As we head into Tuesday, though, could see some as we move into central and eastern and northeastern Nebraska. Even southern Nebraska could see some flash flooding, and that risk will continue into the day on Wednesday. So multiple rounds of rainfall, some of which could be heavy at times. So we're going to have to make sure to watch out for that as we head into this upcoming week. In terms of how much rain we could see over the next 3 days, well, it's really going to depend. I think central and western Nebraska are going to have the highest chances for rainfall. Especially because these storms are going to be slow moving, and where they do develop, we could see some very isolated higher amounts. eastern locations, not expecting as much rain over the next 3 days. Still waiting for our colors to populate here, but we're talking anywhere from about half of an inch up to an inch and a half for the most part. Maybe some higher totals than that in central and western Nebraska. We could see some locations receive up to 2 inches of rain. We're in those purple shaded areas now. We're talking northeast and North Platte, as well as off into the Panhandle, but I still think half an inch to about an inch and a half. Now we go into the 7-day rainfall potential, and that's going to show just a little bit higher amounts. Let me see if we can go back there real quick. Rainfall potential over the next 7 days looks to be fairly high as well. But regardless, we are expecting, yes, so over the next 3 days, over the next 7 days, see if this will pop up here, but it's going to be some higher amounts, especially as we move into eastern locations, as we are expecting rainfall to increase Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Again, 40 to 60% chance. But tonight, showers and storms out into the west, some of which could be severe. Large hail, some gusty winds, maybe some heavy rainfall. Overnight tonight, the risk for rain will slowly, very gradually move off into the east. Sunday morning, though, I think we'll still be quiet here in Lincoln. We'll wait until Sunday afternoon and probably into Sunday evening that we'll see those rain chances really begin to jump up. But notice by 3 to 6 p.m. Sunday, we'll start to see storms develop in central Nebraska. This is when we're watching out for the potential for severe weather, and then that line of storms will gradually weaken as it moves further to the east. But that's why central Nebraska could see just a little bit more rainfall. Could still see storms late tomorrow night and into early Monday morning, but I think Monday's going to be very quiet. 20% chance for a morning shower or storm, mostly sunny, and then returning to maybe some hot conditions as we head into Monday afternoon. Speaking of our temperatures, overnight tonight we'll drop into the 50s, 60s, and 70s, 65 in Lincoln, cooler to the west, a little warmer to the east. Wide variety in our temperatures on Sunday. Close to 90 degrees along and just to the west of I-29, 83 here in Lincoln, 78 in York, 69 in North Platte, and 65 degrees in Alliance. So we have a cold front to our west, we have cloud cover, we have rain. All of that is going to be working against warming it up to what we saw on our Saturday. So 90s not expected across the board. Monday morning, 40s, 50s, 60s, 65 in Lincoln, as cool as 47 in Scottsbluff as well as in Alliance. And then high temperatures on Monday, a lot more sunshine. We're going to be nearing 90 degrees once again. Mid to upper 80s are forecast. On Tuesday, a little bit cooler, 40s, 50s, and 60s once again. And then Tuesday afternoon, we'll cool down to the north and west back into the 70s, still climbing up into the 80s, close to 90 degrees in far southeastern Nebraska. And Wednesday morning, more of the same, the 40s, the 50s, the 60s, above average temperatures expected to continue as our average low for this time of year, 56 degrees. Wednesday afternoon, though, widespread upper 60s to mid 70s expected. So as a cold front moves through on Wednesday, we're going to see cooler temperatures. Warmest day in the next 7 days will be Monday as we close in on 90. Wettest days look to be Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, particularly Tuesday into Wednesday where we jump up our rain chances to 60%. But temperatures dropping back down along with more sunshine Friday and Saturday. Will be down to 73 to 75 degrees, and it looks good right now for the Husker home game against Michigan. 73 degrees, 20% chance for rain. 10-day temperatures, warmest day will be on Monday across the state. Coolest days likely going to be, it's kind of hard to pinpoint. It could be Wednesday, it could be next Saturday or next Sunday. And then in terms of our dew points, could be a little bit more humid heading into Tuesday, but then as we head into later parts of this week, that humidity is expected to drop. And then for rainfall chances, Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday across the state look to be highest. Sunday, 90% chance in Valentine and North Platte, 80% chance in Norfolk on Wednesday, widespread 60% chance or higher Tuesday and Wednesday. But once we get past Thursday, I think Friday through the following Tuesday should be fairly quiet. Small chances for rain overall. We're looking warmer during the 8 to 14 day outlook. This is the 21st through the 27th. The average high during this time dropping down dropping down into the upper 70s. So we could still see some 80s as we head later into the month of September. And precipitation continues to be above average. And we like to see this. We don't want any flooding, but we still have a deficit to make up for Lincoln rainfall. And there's still some areas of the state dealing with drought. So certainly could use the moisture across central and lots of western Nebraska as well. But make sure to stay weather aware out there tonight. Make sure to stay weather aware overnight and into the day on Sunday. Damaging winds, large hail, small chance for a tornado as we head into Sunday, especially in central Nebraska. cooler temperatures expected as well, and then those temperatures really begin to cool down later into this upcoming week. Make sure to stay tuned to 10/11 News at 10. I'll have all the latest forecast details, including our latest skycast, see if the timing for storms changes at all tonight or into the day tomorrow, and we'll take a look at our latest temperatures as well. But for now, have a great night, everyone.